kumina kapilata la badada bakobilate la badada badada banama kumina kapilata la baruskapa ele de bradis kapilata la badada kopilata la vinama kumina ele badada bakopilata la badada bakobilatwa ele brade zikatoli branda ele vinama kuminate ele badada bakopilata la badada bakobilatwa la ile brade zakatali brade zakatole bramina kana ele de brado zakatala badada bakopilata la badina ele brado zakatali brade bakopilata la badima na ele de brado zakatala badada bakamana ele da rukapilata la badada bakopilata la bariana ele badada kapilata la badada bakopilatwa la ile branda ele vinama kopilatwa ala bato bakapilata la badada bakamana ele de brade zakatole katule kapila ele razu kata la badada badema noma kopila ele rasu kateli brade vinamana ele de badada bakapilata la badema kopilatwa ele brada bakopi lata la banama kopila ele branda ele vinama kopi lata la barua kapila ele raba kapi lata la badada bakabarotwa. I don't know what your expectation for this season is. Ele brada bakopi lata ele raba dada bakabarwa, or what your expectations for these seasons are. Ele rus katina ele debra dada bakapi lata la badiana ele rusa katale bade bakapi lata la badia la ile bradesa katole kapilata la ele roara kapile kovila mana matina noa ele dibra de zikabarwa ele debra dada bakapilata la badada bakapilatwa ele brado zakapilata la vanama enda ha ele ruza kateli bradiva kabila ele brade bakopila kapilatele badimantwa ele ruza kateli brabila kovinana ele rize kateli kebalaba kopilawa la ile brade zakatela badada bakopilatwa ele rimeni mikimini kimini na madatwa ele rasa katole badi bradeva ele ruus kapalata la badada badiro ele rame komina kabila ebila ele brade bako pare badia ele ruza katele bradeva kabila kadula kavina kabina ele rime sunde amanana ele brade bakapila katalaba doba kapilata la baruate ele ribradosa kapilata la barua la ile brade zukata librame sundahana ele de bradezi katole kabila baratwa ele brame sunda amanamana ele rimini namanate ele de bradosa katele kabila ele brabe rubradizato ele brada dibate bakapila telebrane ele brime ni mine manona ele brade zakatoli brabela ele brado zakapila kapile to ele brade brida kori masinate ele de brade kabile kabarwa la ile brado sapila to ele ruze kemeni mana ele rame kanuma kapile kabinate ele rabe ribrado zato ele dimena komina kaminato ele ruze katule kapile kadwa ele debri menu mataria ele brika bilaru menazu azwa ele rika bile tebile bakabila to ele brade kabinana ele rene rima ele brado kabila kabilelia ele bra rosa tabina ele rume komini mini ele warwa ekatwa ele brade kapilero ele brade bradosa ele baba ele baba ele badada bakobaro la ile brabe kuminano ele brado zakata libra me kominata ale brado ele brada badabilatwa ele brade badade bademanona ele brada bakopilata labadwa ele brada badada bila ele brade bradina ele brada badada bila ele brade kabila ala brada badada bo ele brade badada baro ele brade badada baro ele brade badabaro. If you came to pray, but this time you should be praying ele baro ele brada badaba ele brada da badada balo ele brada da badada baro ele brada da badada bado ele brabilo ele branda ele badaba kobila ele brabe kabila to ele brada da badada bado ele brada da badada bado ele brada da badada bado ele brabe kobila kabila talimanata. Open your mouth and pray. If you have expectation for these 30 days, This is the moment you bring such expectation before the Lord, as inspired by the Spirit of God. Ele brada da bakabilata la barua la ile branda ile vinama kobilatwa ele brada da bada da bada kobilatwa ele brada da bada da bilata la barua ele brada da brada bila ele brada da bade bado bakobilatwa ele branda ile vinama ele roka do ele brada da bada da bilatwa ele brada da bada da bade bada bilatwa ele brade brado ele brada da bada da bilatwa ele brada da bada badana ele brabela ele brada da bada bila 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 to. ele brada da bakopilata la barua ele brada da bada bila kapilata la barua ele brada da bakapilata la barua la abranda ile binama kobila ele brada da bada da balabo ele brada da bada da balabo ele brada da bada balabo ele brada da bada badina ele brada da bada da binamana ele brada da bada badu ele brada da bada badu ele brada da bada bila ele brada da bada balabo ele brada bada bilabo ele brada da bada bilato 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 ele brada da bada ele brada da bada bakabila ele brada da bilaborat ele brada da bada bila ele brada da bada bilana ele brada da bada bakobilato ele da bada bela kobilata la baro la ile branda ile vinama kobilato ele da bada bilato ele brada da baba ele brada da bada bilakato ele brada da bakabilata la baro la ile brada bakabilata la baro ele brada da bada bela kabelato ele brada da bada baba ele brada baba babu ele brade ele brada bila ele brada bila ele brada bila ele brada da bada baba babu ele brada da baba babu ele brada da bada bila barwa la ile branda ile vinamano ele brada da bada badu ala brada bo ele brade ele brada da bada badu la ile brade kabilato ele da bada bilo ele brada 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 baba babu ele brade brado ele da do 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 ele da dua ele da dua ele da dua ele baba boa ele baba boa ele baba boa ele baba boa ele brada 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 baba boa. Hebrews chapter 12. Hebrews chapter 12 verse 6. I'll start from verse 5. Hebrews 12 on verse 5. I read from the part B of it. My son, do not despise the chastening of the Lord, nor be discouraged when you are rebuked by him. Verse 6. For whom the Lord loves, he chastains, and scourges every son whom he receives. Verse 7. If you endure chastening, God deals with you as with sons. For what son is there whom the father does not chasten? Verse 8. But if you are without chastening, of which all have become partakers, then you are illegitimate and not sons. KJV will say, ye are bastards. The prayer point we are going to pray this is a year of sons. Our prayer point is that God love me. And from that scripture you saw what the Lord said there. Meaning that God chastise me. When I step out of track, bring me back. The difference between Jacob and Esau was the chastening of the Lord. The Lord stretched forth his hand upon Jacob. He said, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. And the Bible records that Esau was mightily blessed. That even when Jacob came and tried to bribe him, sending things ahead of him, he said, when he meets you, tell them that you're from his servant Jacob, and then give him these things. Esau said, I have enough. He was blessed. Then in what way did God show his hatred towards Esau? It was because God did not in any way interfere his matters. He allowed him choose his ways and does whatever he wants to do. He got married to someone that was not part of the family of God. Nobody said anything. He was doing everything. But Jacob, there was a restraining hand that was always upon Jacob. That was the love the Lord had upon Jacob. Even the Bible recorded that the God told David, he said, David, my mercy will not leave your house. He said, even if your sons misbehave, he said, I, the Lord, will chastise them, but I will not take away the throne. This is what Saul did not have, the mercy. We are going to pray this year. This year is a year of sons. We are going to pray. It's a serious prayer. The prayer is that, Lord, let that dimension of your love be upon me, that when there is a move away, Father, chastise me and bring me back to track. This year is a year where no man must fail God. So whatever at all is going to be as an hindrance that might make me walk away from the path, stretch forth thy hand and not look away from me, and bring me back to the track. That is the prayer. That is the prayer. May I not escape your chastisement this year, if need be. That's the prayer. Don't look away from me. Don't look away. Don't look away and say, this one, there's nothing can be done. Let's look for another. No. The Bible said that when Samuel was crying over Saul, Lord said, how long will you weep over this one, seeing that I've rejected him, and I've looked for another. I've looked for another. Oh Lord, this year, don't look for another. If you need a chastisement, let your rod come and make sure I'm in the right path. That's the focus of the prayer. I want to see that love, Lord. Deal with me as Father deal with sons. The Bible said, if he does not chastise you, then you are not sons. Then you are bastards. You are not sons. So this year is, Lord, deal with me. Whatever it will take for me to walk into your plan this year, oh Lord, deal with me. I just have to explain that to us. The prayer point is, God love me. That's the prayer point. Love me. But I have to explain the dimension of the love I'm talking about. Elebru kabila bilana. Alabada balabilatua. La ilebrados kabilata labaniana. Elevada dabada. La ilebrabe kopilata labarua. Ele debada dabadua. Ele brada badabadua. La ilebrade bakabilatua. Ele brada dabadua. Whom the Father love you chasteneth. Ele brada dabakua. Ele brada dabadibadua. La ilebrande vinamana. Ele debrada dabadua. Ele brada dabakumana. La ilebrabe kabilata labaruate. Alaboa, ele badada bakomina, la ile branda ele vanama kobela, ele badada badoa. I don't want to be left alone. Ele badada badoa, la ile brabe kobelo, ele badada badoa, ele badada badoa, ele badada badabadoa, ala branda ele baroa, ele badada badoa. When you do something wrong and the Holy Ghost is no more speaking, you have been left alone. Ele baroa, ala badada badoa, ele badada badabadoa, la ile brabela. Ele badada badabarwa, ele randa ele venama komelatua, ele badada badua, ala brada barua, ele badada barua, ele badada badabela, ele brada badabada, ele badada badabela tua, la ile brabela, ele badada badua, ele badada barua, ele badada bakobara, ala badada bakobara, ele 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 badada bara, ala brabela ko, ele badada barua, ele badada barua, ele badada barua, ele brabila kobila, ele brabeko, ele dadada, ele badada badua, ele badada badua, ele badada badua, ala badada bakabarua, ele badada bakabarua. Hold me under your mighty hand, Lord. Ele badada barua, ele badada badua, ele badada barua. This year, ele barua, ele badada badua, ele badada badua, ele badada barua, ele badada badura, ele randa ele barua, ele badada barua, ele randa ele barua. Ele barua, ele badada barua, ele branda ele barua, ele badada barua, ele brada barua, ele badada badua, ele branda ele barua, ele barua, ele badada badua, ele brada badua, ele branda ele barua, ele badada barua, ele brada barua, ele brada barua, ele bada bada bada, ele badada badua, ele badada bakobarua, ele branda ele barua, ele badada barua, ele badada barua, ele barua, ele badada badada badua. Everyone that the Lord lost a librada, ele badada badua, ele badada badua, ele badabara, ele branda, ele barua, ele badada barua, ele badada badua, ele bara, ele branda, ele barua, ele badada badua, ele badada bakabarua, ele barabara, ele badada bakabarua. The earliest standing of the law, ele badada barua, is what help a man to make correction easy. Ele badada barua, to make correction early. Ele barua, ele badada barua, ele badada barua, ele badada barua. The worst thing is for the Lord to turn his back against you and begin to search for your replacement. Ele bara, ele badada barua, ele badada badua. Oh Lord, ele bara, ele badada barua, ele badada bakawa. I am open to your rebuke, Lord. Ele bara, ele badada barua. I am open to your scourges, Lord. Ele barua, ele badada badua. La ile brabela, ele brabela brabela, ele brabela bela. Ele barua, ala badada barua, ele badada barua, ala badabora, ele badada barua, ele branda, ele baraba kobela, ala brada, ele badada bado, ele brada barabara barua, ele branda, ele barua, ele badada barua. And the Bible said about ele badada barua, when the sin of man was upon Jesus, ele barua, who was the beloved of the Lord, ele badada barua, the Lord still stretched forth his hand and chastised him, ele barabara in Isaiah, ele badaboro, ele badadabadabada, ele baraboro, ele branda, ele barua, ele badadabarua. Any man that escaped the chastisement of the Lord, ele badadabadabarua, ele bara, ele branda, ele barua, ele badadabarabara, ele barabarua, ele branda, ele barua, ele badadabadua, ele badadabarua, ele bara. Everyone that the Lord wants to show mercy, ele badadabadua, they don't escape the chastisement of the Lord. Alabara, ele badadabarua, ele bara, ele badadabakabarua, ele badabadua. His chastisement is purging. Ele barua, ele dabarua is a dimension of his mercy. Ele barua, ele badadabarua. This is the year of songs. Ele barua, ele badadabarua, ele badabadaba, ele brabe kabila kabila, ele badababara, la ile brabe la kabila tua, ele badadabadabila kabila ta la barema kabila ta. Ele bara, la brada da badada bila kabila ta, ele badabazala badada bakabila ta la barua. Elebro, Elabadada Bacabilo, Elabradada Bacabilo, Alabranda Ilabarabo, Elabradada Bacabilo, Alabrada Barabo, Elabradada Barabila, Elabrada Baro, Elabranda Ilabaro, Alabadada Baro, Alabado. I don't know how far you want to go, Elabaro. There is no one the Lord leads far that he does not hold his cane on his right hand. Elabaro, Elabradada Barato, Elabadada Baro, La Ilebrabela, Elabadada Badua, Elabadada Badua, Elebrada Baro, Elebrada Bacobelato. This year is a year of sons, and it's only son that the Lord sustains. Elebaro, Elebadada Baro, La Ilebrabela, Elebadada Baro, Elebadada Baro, oh Lord, Elebadada Baro, Elebadada Badabela, La Ilebrabela, Elebadada Baro, Elebadada Baro, Alabada Baro, Elebadada Baro. I come under you, Elebado. Deal with me, Lord. Elebaro, Elebadada Baro, Elebadada Baro. Whatever dealings you want, Lord, Elebaro, that will bring God my best. Elo, Elebadada Baro, Elebadada Baro, that will make me represent what you say. Elebaro, Elebadada Baro, Elebadada Baro, Alabaro, Elebrabila, 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 Elebadada Baro, Elebadada Baro, Alaboro Macabinanda, Eledebadada Binamono, Elebara, Elebadada Bila, Elebrabila, 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 Saul Ebaro, Elebadada Bacabaro, committed his own sin, Elebaro, and God's judgment, Elebaro, was that God began to look for another, Elebaro. David committed his own mistakes, Elebaro, and the Lord sustains him and continue the journey with him. Abora, Elebadada Bilo, La Ilebra, Okabia, Alabadada Bilatua, La Ilebra Bilan, Elebadada Badua. Show me your love, Lord. Elebaro, Elebadada Barua. I stay, Elebaro, Elebadada Baruan, Elebadada Bilando, Elebada Bilatua, Elebadua, Elebadua. It may not be sweet, it may not be easy, Elebadimana, Elebarua, Elebadua, but I go nowhere. Elebarua, Elebadabada, Elebrabila Bila, Elebrabila Bila, Elebra, Eledo, 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 Alabadibadua, La Ilebrabila, Elebrabila Bila, Elebrabila Bila, Elebrabila Bila, Elebradabila, La Ilebrabila. Love me, Lord. Elebarua, 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 Elebarua. Love me, Lord. Elebarua, 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 Elebadabila, Elebarua, La Ilebo, La Ilebo, La Ilebo, Elebadabila. Open your mouth and pray. Open your mouth and pray. This is a dimension of God that if it does not show, you can't finish well. Because as human, you always make a mistake. But when it's straight forth his rod, is to bring you back to track. Is to bring you back to track. This year, I want to experience that love. It may not be easy, but it's something that will help you finish strong. It is something that will help you get to the finish line. It is something that will make you become a son in reality. When he stretched forth his rod and said, no, you are out of track, come back to line. That is what it means. But when the love is not there, when he doesn't show that dimension, you go out of track and he said nothing. He begins to look for another man. The apostle said, on this matter I sought the Lord thrice, But the Lord refused to take it away. He said, my grace is sufficient. And when he come down, he now said, the reason was that so that the abundant revelation you now had will not make you poor. So the Lord, out of his love, brought that thing to put him on check, put him in track. That was the rod the Lord used to put him on track, to make sure that Paul will never get to a point when he becomes poor as a result of the abundance of revelation. Every man needs that part in him. Ali Brabela, we are sons, and we pray the Lord, oh Lord, deal with us as sons, 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 Lord. Ali Braborai. In Jesus' name. Now sustain the prayer in your spirit. I want to bring an emphasis. Now listen. The Bible is speaking of David. David at one point decided to number the children of Israel. And when he did that, that thing grieved the Lord. And the Lord came and said, David, you have messed up. Now choose your punishment. Should I release you to your enemy to deal with you for 7 years? Or should I be the one? David said, no. Be the one. Me and you know how it will be. The Lord did not exempt him. The Lord stretched forth his rod to chastise him and bring him back to track. You read the life of David, you see that many times, the Lord will stretch forth his rod. Is to beat him back to track. Saul was never beaten back to track. Declarations were given. We now read Psalm 87. Which is the covenant of David. Now see where the Lord said to David, he said, I have a covenant with you, covenant of mercy. He said, even if your sons after you misbehaved, he said, the same rod I used for you, I said, I will use it on them. I will flog them, but I won't take away the throne. That is love. I will flog them, but I won't take away the throne. One of our fathers in the faith said something. When the Lord wanted to teach him humility, he said, how did the Lord teach him humility? He said, one of those days he went to a minister. After he finished ministry, God was mightily present. People were shouting, oh, man of God, this is wonderful, man of God, that. And then somehow there was a leap in his heart. And then when he came back, as he was about entering his vehicle, the driver mistakenly jammed his hand with the door. And he screamed. And the Lord said, you took my glory. The Lord told him, you took my glory. He said, another time again, it happened again. And then when he came, as it happened, he felt that happiness. And he said, when he entered his toilet, as soon as he entered, he slipped and fell. The Lord told, you took my glory. So that is how the Lord dealt with him until humility entered him. Today, when you see him, you call him an epitome of humility. We all know the man of God I'm talking about. But until he shares these stories with you, you will not know the process the Lord put him to bring that dimension of humility upon him. That was love. What he said, this year is a year of sons that Daddy has told us. The prayer is that, Lord, in this year you deal with me as sons. See, you will flog me back to track. Anywhere there is a step out of line, bring me back. Bring me back. Because the Bible says that the sons that he loves are the one that he holds a stick for. Carrot on the right hand, stick on the left hand. So that when they step out of the way, he said, come back, come back, come back. Because if that dimension is not brought, you will be running a race thinking you are right, only to arrive at the finish and realize that you were already out of track long time ago. But there was no one to bring you back to track. So this year is a year of God, deal with me. That is a prayer. God, love me and deal with me. I surrender myself to you. Beat me to track. I don't want to make mistake for so long, only to realize that if the Lord has chastised me early, I would have corrected it years ago. After you have spent years on the path, realize that it has all been a mistake. Open your mouth and pray. It's a prayer of sincerity. Bring yourself before him. Many a times when you know what lies ahead of you, prayers like this begins to burn in your heart, because you know that journey until the Lord begins to beat men to track. Open your mouth and pray. Labros kapilebina mokobilai. Ele brabe kobilata labarwa. Ele bradada bakobilata labanina. Ele brabe kobilata lavina makomanate. Ele brabe kobilata labariamana. Ele brabora. Ele bradada bakobilata labadina. Ele brada badada badua. La ile brabe kobilata labarwa. Ala bradada badada bila kobilene. Ele brana makomina kabilata. Ele mokoba ala brada daba dibrade ele brada daba daba lotwa ele brada daba daba dina ala brada bakobela ele brada daba roa. I don't want to be seen as a bastard. Ele brabo ele brada daba daba lotwa ele brada daba dabilanda ele brada bila kobela talabaro la ile brabelato ele brada daba dibada ele brada daba duna ele brada daba dibara ele brada daba roa ele brada daba dabilato ele brabilo ele brada bila ele brada bila ele brada bila ele brada bila. Open your mouth and pray. Ele bara ele brada da baro ele brada da baro ele brada da badabila ele brada badebaro ele brada da baro ele brada da ba ala brada badabaro ele branda ele bara ele brada da baro ele brada da baro ele brada da badabado ele brada bila ele brada bila ele brada da ba ele brada baro kabo ele brada da baduna ele brada da badabado ele brada da badabila ele brada baro ele brada da baro la ile brade ele brada da bado ele brada da badabila ala branda ele banama kobila ele brada da bakobila tora ele brada da badibara ele brada da baramana ele brada da baro ele brada bara. Deal with me this year. Ele brada da baro ele brada da baro ele brada da badabaro ele brada bo ele brada bila ele brada da bado ele brada da bada ele brada baro ele branda ele bo ala boda baro ele bos kala baro ele brada da bado ele brada da bado ele boda bado ele bos kala bada da bakabaro ele brada da bada baro ele brada da baro la ile brabela ele brada bado ele brada da bakabaro ele brada baro ele brada baro ele brada da bila ele brada bila ele brabila ele brada badano ele brada da badibaro ele boda baro ele bos kabaro ele brada da baro ele brada dirado ele brada bara ele brabara ele brada badabaro ele brabila ele brada badabara. Open your mouth and pray. Ele ilado ele brado. You may not be loud, but let it be loud in your spirit. Ele baro this year I don't want to be far from God. If the Lord cannot point you to your errors and live, it means you are far. Ele baro karo ala bada baro ele bara ele brada baro ele brada da baro la ile brabela ele brada da baro ele brada da baro ele brada da bako ele de brada mana ele brada da baro ele brada da bakabaro Elarua, Alabanda Ilabarua, Elabadabada, Elabodabara, Elabadabakabarua, Elabadabara, Alabranda Ilabarua, Elabadabarua, Elabadabadabarua, Elabadada, Elabokabila, Alabadabakabila, Alabradabakobila, Elabradabara, Alabradabaro, La Ilebravela, Elabradabano, Elabradabilo, Elabradabila, Alabraro, Elebraro, Elebaraba, Alabradabaro. I bring myself, Lord, Eledabado. I bring myself, Lord, Elebada, Elebadabado. Deal with me this year, Elebaro, Elebadabaro, Elebadabado, Elebadabado, Alabadabaro, Elebara, 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 Elebaro, Elebadabaro, La Ilebarabela, Elebadabaro, 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 Elebadabado, Elebadabaro, Elebadabaka, Alabadabakabarua, Elebadabarua, La Ilebravela, Elebadabadabila Kabilata. I'm devoted to your praise and forever to your name. You alone, I have never seen your time. I'm devoted to your praise and forever to your Alibua, Elabadadabarua, Elabadadabarua, Elebranda Elabarua, Alabadadabarua. I will not go away, Elabadadabarua, Elabadabarua. I am devoted to your name, Elebarua, Elabadadabarua, Elabadadabarua, Alibrabela, Elebrabela, Alabadadabadadabarua, La Ilebrabela, Alabadadabarua, La Ilebrabara, Alabadadabadadabada, Alabadabarua, Elabadadabade, Elebarua. Oh Lord, Elebarua, I give you permission, Lord. Deal with me your songs, Elebarua, Elebadabila, Elebadabila, La Ilebrabela, Elebadabarua, La Ilebrabela, Alabadabarua, Alabadabarua, Elebarua, Elebadabarua, Elebadabarua. Like David, I say, Elebadabarua, Elebadabarua. Deal with me, Elebara, Elebadabarua, La Ilebra, Elebadabarua, Elebadakonana, Elero, Elebadabarua, La Ilebravela, Elebadabarua, Alabadabarua, Elebarua. I know it will not be sweet, Elebarua. No man enjoys sustenance, Elebarua, Elebadabarua, but the end of it is glory, Elebarua, Elerukata, Eledukata, 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 Elebarua. Oh Lord, this year, Elebarua, I don't want to argue, I don't want to draw, Elebarua, Elebadabarua, La Ilabarua, Alabadabarua. Let me see that your love, Elebarua, 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 Alabarua, Eledadadadada, 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 Eledadadadada. I'm devoted to your praise, forever to your name. I have never seen your time. I'm devoted to your praise, forever to your name. Oh Jesus, deal with me. Stretch forth thy hand, Lord. Don't let me go astray. I don't want to be a bastard. This year is the year of sons. Let me be a son in reality. Let me not be a son just by name. Let me not be a son just by word. Let me be a son in reality. Everything that a son enjoys, let me have access. Let me be a son in reality, Lord. Any son that escaped chastening of the Lord is not a son. Let me be a son in reality. Let me not go far without a call back to the track. Let me not go far. Oh. Open your mouth and pray. The Lord cannot show this dimension, and then you walk for 2 years confused. No, He would have long ago straight forth His hand to bring you to track. Ele bravo kobila mina, ele rume kabile bila kobila takabarate. Alabarua. Verse 7 says, if you endure chastening of the Lord, if you endure chastisement of the Lord, He dealeth with you as sons. He dealeth with you as sons. Alabarabua. Elebrabela bela kobarana. Alabradadabarua. Ele de bradabala bilato. Ele bradabarabela kobilata. Many a time is in the chastisement of the Lord that you learn His ways, that you learn His ways, that you learn His wisdom, that you learn His wisdom, that you learn His ways. Devoted to your name. I am devoted to your praise. I am devoted to you, Lord. Ele bila kobila talabarana. Ele brabe la kobila. La ile brabe la kobila talabenana. Ele barwa. The Bible said, as a sheep before a shepherd, before the slaughter, He opened not His mouth. That is how I want to be before you this year. That you can lead me as you like, Lord. I want to see that love. I want to see that love. I want to see that love. Jacob have I loved. Ele bina mo kobilatua. Ele badabilo. Ele bradadaba kobilatua. La abradadaba dabilata. Ele bradadaba demanana. Ele bradadaba dabadua. Ele bradadaba. La ile brabala. Ele badabadua. Love me, Lord. Ele debadina. Ele bradadaba. Ele bradadaba. La ile brabela. Ele debadabada. Ele bradadaba. Ele bradadabila. La ile bra. Ele debadabadua. Ele bada. Ele bradabara. Ele badabada. Ele badabada. Ele bara. Alabara. Ele bara. Ele badabara. Ele badabada. I want you to pray. I want you to pray. Oh! The chastisement of the Lord is for our own good. It's part of His consecration. Don't leave me to myself, Lord, this year. Don't leave me to myself. Don't leave me to myself. Don't leave me to myself. Don't give up on me. That's what I mean. Don't give up. Don't give up on me. Don't look at me and say there's nothing can be done about this one again. Let your law speak. Let your mercy stand for his hand. Oh! Alabarabela. Don't give up on me. Alabaraminana. Elebri balobarwa. Elebarwa. I don't know what lies ahead, but I am praying now already. Elekubara. That you don't give up on me this year. I swore by myself that your heart will not always like a priest before me. But this thing that you done, let it be far from me. That was told a lie. Oh Lord, may it not be my testimony. Ali Brabila, Ele da Badabarwa, Ele Badababara, Ele da Badabarabara, Ele Barabila Kura. Ale Barama Kovinana, Ele Badabarabi Kabilata. Ele bada bara bela bo. Ele bada da bada bara. Ala bada bara bilo. Ele bada da barwa. Ala bada da bela to. Ele bada da bada bela to. Ele bara bila. Ele bra bila. Ele bada baba ba. Ele baba 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 baba ba. Ala baba ba. Ele babara, ele bara, ele bara, ele barabala, ele baba. What chastisement does to you is after that you don't get to a point of no return. Alebarua. Elebarua. Elebarabarua. Psalm 23, verse 4. What chastisement does to a man is that it makes sure that you don't get to a point of no return. Imagine if the Lord has stretched forth his rod on Eli. I'm sure he will not get to that point where he will lose the whole covenant, everything. If you read the story of Moses from the very beginning, you realize that what Moses did, and the Lord said, Moses, you will not enter the promised land. That act of anger was not the first time. It has found expression from the very beginning in many places. But there was no rod. So you get to a point where the Lord said, no, you can't move further. So what the rod of the Lord does to you is that he puts you on track and help you. Look at what Psalm 24 verse 23 verse 4 says. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. That is not where I'm going. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Your rod and your staff. What does the shepherd use rod to do? He uses rod to bring the sheep back on track. Rod is both for leading and for discipline. When the sheep feel as if he say, come back here. The rod and the staff. This year, Lord, deal with me as sons. If the Lord chose not to deal with you as sons, you cannot come out into the fullness of what he has said. This year, deal with me as sons. Don't tolerate my excesses. Deal with me as sons. Let me come out in the fullness of what you have promised me. Deal with me as sons. Our Papa said something that he was gifted with enough ability to cram things. He said the Lord saw that his confidence was so hinged upon that ability, and the Lord touched his result, and the Lord brought him to a place where he realized that there is no confidence in the flesh. That was only possible because the Lord touched his result. If the Lord did not touch that result, he would live and still believe that it's about what I'm able to know. The Lord has to deal with us. This year, we are just starting. The Lord has to deal with us. This year, deal with me as sons. That's my prayer point. Deal with me as sons. Show me that love. That love. Show it to me. It may not be easy. Jehovah Sunday said it may not be easy. It is not pleasant, but I choose your way. It may not be easy, it may not be pleasant, it may not be sweet. The chastisement of the Lord is not sweet, it's not joyous, it's not happiness, but there's something that is best at the end of the day. That is what I'm talking about. Deal with me, your sons. Open your mouth and pray. La prima cominai. I want us to be on our feet. Please, if you can't stand. Release your heart on this matter. Deal with me as sons. Pray. 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 Hale brasko pilatua, ele brada bako pilata labadama kominata, ele brada bako pilata lavaro, la ile brade baka pilata labania, ele brada bakabela, ala brada badoba dabaka pilate, la ile brade zakatole kapilata labarua, la ile brame nama kamena. La ile do, ele brada bako bila, la ile brabe la kapilata labadia. El badada barwa la ile brabe la kobilata la barwa la ile badada bado el badada badabila la ile brabe la kota la badada bena la ile ruza ba ala badada badada bilato el badada badada bilato el badada bado el badada badada bilato la ile brade ba el badada badabado el badada bado el badada badada badaba kabilato el badada bado el badada bado el badada baro el badada bakabilato el branda ele baro ele badada bado ele badada bado ele badada ba la ile brabe la bila ele badada bado ele badada bado. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. Ele badabina na la ile brabe la ele badada bana la ile brabe la Elebadado, Elebadabadua, 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 Elebranda Ilabarua. The Bible says, Elebadabadua, 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 Elebadabadua. Foolishness resides in the heart of a child, Elebadua, but the road of correction, a drive is out the labor, Elebadua, Elebadabadua. Let the road of correction not be far, Elebadua, Elebadabana, Elebadua. Elebadabada, Elebadabada, Elebadabara, Elebadabanda, Elebadabarua, Elebadabarua, Elebarabara, Elebadabarua, Elebarabua, Elebadabadua. There appeared an angel, there appeared a man, and wrestled with him till the breaking of the day. Elebara, Elebadabarua, Elebadabada, Elebadabarua, Elebarabara, Elebadabarua, Elebadabada, Elebadabarua, Elebadabada. Elebadabila, Elebadabada, Elebadabara, Elebadabarua, Elebadabada, Elebadabada, Elebadabada. They appear a man to wrestle with him to the breaking of the day. Elebara, Elebadabarua, Elebadabarua, Elebadabila, Elebadabarua, Elebadabarua, Elebadabila, Elebadabarua, Elebadabarua, Elebadababa, Elebadabila. Elebadabila, 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 Eleboro, Elebara, 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 Elebadabarua, la ile do. Elebadimana, Elebadabada, Elebadabara, Elebadabadu, Elebadabadu, Elebadabadu. Submit yourself under the mighty hand of God. Elebadabadu, Elebarua, Elebadabadu, 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 Elebadabarua, 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 Elebadabarua. Submit yourself under the mighty hand of God. Elebarua, Elebadabadu, 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 Elebadua. Let God have His way. Elebadabadua, Elebadabadua. Have your way. Elebadina, Elebadabada, Elebadabila, Elebadabilado, 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 Elebadabadua, Elebarua, Elebadabadua. Many of the things we go through, Elebadabadua, is not an affliction. Elebadua, Elebadua. It is the road of the Lord. Elebadina, Elebadadua. It is the road. Elebarua, Elebadabadua, Elebara, Elebadabadua. It is a chastisement. Elebarua, Elebadabadua, of the great monarchs. Elebura, Elebadademana, Elebadibada, Elebadibaru, Elebadabadua, Elebadabarua, La Ilebara, Elebadabarua, 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 Elebadimanana, Elebadadua, Elebadabara. Oh Lord, Elebadabadua, Elebadua is not in a man that walketh to direct his steps, Lord. Elebada, Alabadabada, Elebadina, Elebadea, Elebarua. Elebadua, Elebadabadua. The Bible says, Elebadabadua. There is a way that seemeth right to a man. Elebadua, Elebada, Alabranda, Elebadua. But the end of it, Elebadua, Elebadabadua, is that is the way of death. Elebadua, Elebarua, Elebadabadua, Elebadua. But this the road of chastisement is available. Elebadua, the man will not walk to that end. Elebadua, Elebadabadua, la Elebarua, Elebadabadua, Elebadabila, 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 Elebadabila. Oh Lord, Elebarua, Elebadabadua, la Elebarua, Elebadabadua. The Bible says, Elebadua, there is no man that taketh fire. Elebadua, in his bosom there is no bond. Elebarua, Elebadua. Oh Lord, before the fire is taken, let your rod come. Elebadua, Elebarabu, 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 Elebarabu. I need your rod, Lord. Elebarua, Alabadua, Elebadimana, Elebadabadua. Purge me, Alabadina, Elebadina, Elebadina. Purge me, Elebadina, 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 Elebadabadua, Elebarua. And the Bible says, the Lord will sit upon the sons of Rev'D as a refiner's fire, as a purifier of silver, that he might purify them to offer offering unto him in righteousness. This is that year, Lord. Let your rod and your staff, let them comfort me. Let them drive away excesses. I may not know, I may not be aware, but you are aware. You know everything. I want to finish strong, Lord. I want to finish strong. I want to finish strong. I want to finish well. I want to finish well. I want to finish strong. Let your rod, 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 let your rod. I want to finish strong. I want to finish well. Hello, 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 hello. If not that the Lord was with us, would have been like Sodom and Gomorrah. Let us not get to that point. Let the rod be available. Hello, 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 hello. Oh. My mind is too small to know all things. But you are aware of the bombs ahead. You are aware. I don't want to fall on the wayside. Let your rod be available. Pray. Sit on me, Lord, like a refiner's fire and a purifier of silver. He said there is a way that seemeth right to a man, but the end of it is the way of death. May I not walk and see the end. By the time I enter that way, let the road come. Let the road come. I don't want to see the end of that road. Let the road come. No, I don't want to see the end of it. Let the road come. Let the road come. I don't want to see the end of the road of destruction. Let the road come early. Let the road come early. Let the road come early. When I enter evil association, let the road come early. When I enter wrong relationship, let the road come early. Let the road come early. Let the road come early. If I do a business that is not ordained by you, let the road come early. Let the road come early. I need that road. I need that staff. Let it come early. Lead me back to track. No matter what happened, I choose Ghost. Let your rod always come early. Let your rod always come early. Don't leave me to myself. Don't leave me to myself. Don't leave me to my wisdom. Don't leave me to my knowledge. Don't leave me to myself. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Let your rod always be available. Let your rod always be available. Let your rod always be available. Oh, it may not be pleasant to my flesh, Lord. I choose your way. Many people who started well and are not ended well, well, because the road will not apply. Oh Lord, your rod and your staff, let it come early in my life. Anytime I walk away the path, let the road come early. Let it come early. Let it strengthen me. Let it strengthen me. I want to finish well. I want to finish strong. I want to finish well. I want to finish strong.